It is 8:22 on the day that we are bringing this baby home. We have completely packed our bag, and in it we have a couple sets of clothes, not much. I have a robe, a couple of nursing bras, the LV Stride pump just in case I need it, 2 outfits for her, a pacifier, all of our toiletries, and then we have a whole snack bag. Very important, the snack bag. And then Bryson has his book bag with like our electronics and stuff like that. So it's 8:22, 8:23 now. We are about to head to the hospital. It's the surgery's at 12, the C-section's at 12, but I have to do all of my lab and like post-op stuff. So that's why we're getting there at 3. So I'm nervous. I don't love having a C-section. I've not ever had it any other way, but yeah, I'm nervous, but I have a great team. So same team that delivered Valley, which was unheard of. I don't know how I got so lucky, because the Lord is kind to me. That's how. I haven't eaten anything. I am hoping and praying that there is no throwing up today, which is a common occurrence in all of my pregnancies and C-sections. So fingers crossed. And yeah, let's go. Taking away. Officially in mother and baby. Little girl is doing great. I'm feeling pretty good. I have a little bit of pain, but for the most part, managing it really well. No throwing up, which has been awesome. I am working on trying to keep down some ice chips, and then from there we'll move to chicken broth, and then from there to solids. Bryson is hanging out on his bed for the next few days. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out, and I will update you more soon. I still have a catheter and I have the leg pumps. The catheter won't come out for probably another 6 to 12 hours. I think it stays in for 12 to 24 since they placed it. But I've already got all the feeling back in my legs, which is awesome, and in my toes. And overall, I'm feeling really good. Just hopeful that we can keep down liquids. It is about 10:20. We've just been chilling. I still have my catheter. I should get that out at 1. Baby just had a bath. Dad, you can't see him, but he's chilling over there. This little girl's been sleeping a lot. She hasn't really been eating. I'm burning up alive still. I think it's my hormones. And I've had some moments where I've come down off medicine, which hasn't been fun, but I have managed to keep all of my food down. I've had some water, some chicken broth, a little bit of tea, about 1/3 of an apple, a couple of pistachios, a perfect bar, and 2 french fries from Bryson. Went and got Chick-fil-A. So we're doing good. I will check back in whenever the catheter and the leg pumps and all the things are out, and I can be freedom. It is about 2:30 a.m. My catheter has been removed. The whatever they're called, the cuffs that go in your legs, they've been removed. I still have an IV. They're going to remove that in an hour and a half. They'll leave the picks in, but they won't leave me attached. And I was able to get up, and move around. I feel really good. My only pain management right now is Tylenol and Motrin, 800 milligrams of Motrin, and I think like 600 milligrams of Tylenol. I don't do heavy narcotics well, or any diols or anything like that. They make me crazy. So I can usually manage the pain really well. She is passed out, and so is Bryson. So we're gonna let him sleep for a little bit and then tap out in a while. She's finally started kind of coming to and waking up. She's been really sleepy. She's the sleepiest baby I've ever had. So bad that like I couldn't get her to wake up doing all the tricks to feed her. So we had to hand express some breast milk and then give it to her with a syringe. But she's getting a little bit more. She's had a couple really good 45-minute feedings. So now she's passed out and I'm just watching YouTube videos. This hospital is a baby-friendly, no co-sharing bed hospital. So we try to just honor that and keep her in the room and not fall asleep with her in the bed with us. So I'm gonna hang out for a few more hours. I think tomorrow my dad and stepmom's gonna come visit, and then my sister-in-law's gonna come visit. The kids can't come visit. They just kind of stopped their COVID procedures, so they just this week stopped doing COVID tests and doing masks. So the little kids are not allowed yet. So I guess we'll check in a few hours. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. How you doing? You don't like being at the hospital? We're on...
It's not cozy.
It's not cozy. We're on hour 24 maybe? Yeah. We got here at 9, so we're on hour 25. Yay. One more day.
Hopefully halfway done.
Hopefully halfway. We love it. We have a sick view. We've never had a view like this before. It's always just been a building. This girl is living her best life, keeps knocking her hat off. So we're just chilling. I think I'm gonna get up and walk soon. I haven't showered yet, but I have managed to brush my teeth and put on deodorant, which is a huge win. And I have gotten up a couple of times and walked around. Bryson picked us up some breakfast. I'm tired. I think I've probably slept like a combined total of 2 hours. But that's just normal. And yeah, I might try to sleep in a little bit, but I really need to try to probably get up and walk. And I'm bored. I'm ready to go home. In fact, my incision is not bothering me at all. What's bothering me is that I guess sometimes you get gas pains after surgery in like your shoulder and stuff like that. And so that's been a little annoying trying to breastfeed because it's in my right shoulder, but it's subsiding, which is really nice. So hopefully we'll get up and walk soon. And the best thing you can do is just be as mobile as possible, as soon as possible. And then hopefully they'll let us bust out of here in 24 hours. We saw one of our favorite midwives today. The tech that was with us the whole time during the anesthesia process came in and said hi and checked in on us. He was great. We love this hospital so much. Emory Decatur. If you're in the market for having a baby and you live in Atlanta, Emory Decatur is amazing and it's quiet. Yeah. So we'll check in again later. She's been out for less than 24 hours. That's crazy. How do you feel knowing that you just swaddled her and she's busted out?
Man, that was quick.
It didn't take long.
I gotta work on my skills.
Gotta work on them. Like a week and a half later, and I wanted to hop on and fill you in on the last day in the hospital. If you notice from that last clip that I showed, Bryson is not in that picture at all. And that is because when we got out of surgery and went to our mother and baby room, Bryson took a nap and woke up and started feeling really achy. And then it all just went downhill from there. And he spent the last night that we were in the hospital, at one point he threw up and he just was feeling terrible. like COVID style terrible. So Bryson started feeling really terrible, and it really seemed like it was COVID. And so the morning of our last day, the day we were hoping to be discharged, I just sent him home because honestly, he wasn't really able to help because he was feeling so terrible. And I knew that he needed to go home and sleep and prepare for us to bring home this baby. So I sent him home, and on the way home, he got a COVID test, and it turned out that it was negative. We think he could have possibly had like the flu, like a really mild case of the flu. And I wasn't affected by it because I had been vaccinated against the flu when I was pregnant. So, so we ended up sending him home, and my 2 sister-in-laws in shifts came and sat with me for the remainder of my time. We did get discharged that day, so we did get discharged at 48 hours because I had been up and I'd been walking and I'd been feeling good. My incision looked good. Everything checked out. So each of my sister-in-laws came in turn. My youngest sister-in-law brought me coffee and just stayed and chatted for like an hour and a half, which was really sweet. And then my other sister-in-law showed up, helped me pack up our hospital room, and then my dad actually had to come and pick me up from the hospital, which luckily they were here and could do that because the rest of our family was at a church conference and couldn't help. And so my dad had to come pick me up, take me through the CVS drive-thru so that I could get my ibuprofen as my pain management and all of that stuff. And I came home and Bri had been sleeping like the whole day. He did have to get up at some point and just help with all the kids and the baby and stuff like that. But coming home was super sweet, and I was super grateful to have my sister-in-law to carry everything down from the hospital. And so, yeah, that's really other than that, our hospital stay was super uneventful. It was kind of a bummer that Bryson couldn't pick me up just because you always want to bring home your new baby with your husband. But honestly, he was just in such bad shape. And it came super fast, whatever sickness he had. Like I said, we thought maybe it was some type of mild flu. It came super fast, and then it left super fast. And within a couple of days, he was feeling better. But oof, we were nervous that it was COVID, and I was just not willing to try to, deal with that or expose myself further or any of the nurses or anything further if he was sick. So that's why I sent him home. And luckily, it's our 3rd baby. So it wasn't like we hadn't been down this rodeo before of, bringing home a baby. It wasn't like this. I mean, it's always special and magical when you bring home a kid, but it wasn't like the first time that we're ever bringing home a child, so it was okay. So that was our hospital stay. If you have any questions about C-sections, planned or emergency, or any other hospital related questions, leave them down in the comments. And if I get enough, I'll be happy to do like a Q&A style video about having a C-section and what that looked like. But overall, the hospital was great. And yeah, thanks for being here for this journey. If you want to see how we make it work with 3 under 3, please subscribe and hang out. We would love to have you join us. Yeah, I know in the next couple of weeks, I'll have a day in the life come out with our 3 under 3 and some other videos. So we'd love to have you here. Okay, well, until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.